Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane. Today I'll be having a look at Reef Token. So what exactly is Reef? DeFi made easy. Before we get the video started, allow me to just declare that this video is not financial advice. This video should not be taken as financial advice. This video is strictly made for educational purposes and for entertainment purposes as well. So let's take a look at the native token of Reef. So Reef Token is a native cryptocurrency created by Reef Finance, and it's used on their own blockchain, Reef Chain, for gas fees, staking, and on-chain governance. So you can also stake Reef through PancakeSwap and Uniswap. Now, Reef Token is one of the first DeFi token with multiple smart contracts within the Polkadot blockchain, giving Reef its unique properties. Now, that's interacting with many different platforms and minimal effort or effect to users' experience. It's usually the best for users that are coming to the platform on a regular basis. You want it to be easy to use, you want it to be minimal, you want it to be simple at the end of the day. Now, the Reef token can get its liquidity from everywhere through its parachain bridge unifying and liquid. Now, the Reef token can get its liquidity from anywhere through its parachain bridge. Now, that's unifying the liquidity pool across chain, allowing holders to stake and earn in any farms. So that's a brief overview of Reef Finance and the token itself. Now it gets a lot more interesting when you take a look into Reef's financial front-end architecture. It gets more interesting when you have a look at all the supporting partners and the brands that are also supporting Reef, from Kyber Network to Bancor, Uniswap, AirSwap, 0x protocol, not to mention Coinbase, Binance, OKEX, and Kraken, of course, BitMEX. The list goes on of companies and crypto projects that are actually supporting Reef in what they're doing, partnered with Reef. So this makes it extremely interesting, because if we get into the front-end architecture lead, what we actually find out is that you find that you are put off from being in these different ecosystems due to the gas fees being that of blockchain main cryptocurrency. And that's an important part, because of the huge gas fees of owning or transacting or buying or selling Ethereum tokens, it's made it unattractable for a lot of newcomers to cryptocurrency, simply because getting into the NFT space can be extremely difficult, because the most popular cryptocurrency to use is Ethereum. However, Ethereum is also one of the most expensive cryptocurrencies to use because of its gas fees. And a lot of people don't want this hassle because it's expensive. It's kind of unnecessary in their opinion, even though people on the Ethereum blockchain, they will probably have a different opinion because it works for them. They probably understand that there's reasons behind why Ethereum is so expensive in terms of transaction costs, gas fees, and stuff like that. But for regular comers to the crypto space, they're looking for the next big way, the simple way to decentralize their finance. Instead of having to trust the banks, they want to trust these cryptocurrencies. But how can they, when at the end of the day, cryptocurrencies like Ethereum are extremely expensive to get into? I mean, the more you deposit or the more you buy, the more you actually send, the more you transact. It actually costs a handful when it comes to gas fees, And a lot of people don't want to have to deal with this expense, because why should they? The idea of DeFi and a DeFi cryptocurrency is to also have it that the cost is low, that it's actually feasible for everyday people, not just people who have a lot of money, but actually everyday people. Regular people who want to hold on to every single dollar or a pound that they have. They want it to be cheap and reliable at the same time, which might sound like asking a lot, but that's the demand of people. And these platforms, you got to remember, their primarily purpose is to please people. It's to attract people. It's to get more people on their blockchain. It's to get more people buying their cryptocurrencies. To get more people to start using their apps. The list goes on. Their products in the hands of people is very powerful. But without those people, you have to understand that that idea, it breaks down. Now, as for Reef Finance, it is said that they're building a multi-ecosystem that supports wallet, which automatically goes through the bridge for you. This is good. Wallets that can bridge blockchains. This is extremely unique. This simplifies things. So this means that the Reef Finance wallet will work with any token on any chain. This is absolutely amazing. So this is what DeFi crypto needs to become mainstream. And I completely agree. It makes perfect sense, because if you hold your cryptocurrency on a particular wallet, you do want that wallet to be as simple to use, as easy to transact payments or exchange your currency to another currency, or to send and receive. You want it to be able to store as many different cryptocurrency in this one wallet, which is unique. And that's why I really like Reef. This is actually quite revolutionary, because they're taking a different approach, and they actually see and understand that DeFi needs to be more than what it is today. It has a long road ahead of DeFi, and it's companies like Reef, it's projects like Reef, it's platforms like Reef that are driving this innovation of thinking of better ways how to please people. So I do like that. I do like that the Reef Finance token will work with any token on any chain. This is absolutely amazing. So it gets even more interesting, obviously. So the Reef Finance goal is to simplify the experience of using the blockchains. Now, exchanges and yield farming platforms, making everything feel more connected and work together. So this is good. They want to streamline this process so it becomes simplistic for everyone. And at the end of the day, that's literally all we ask for. Now I have to admit, it's easier said than done. These things, it's easy to say them, but getting it accomplished is actually a completely different ballgame. It's actually extremely difficult because of the challenges that lies ahead of you. So you have to understand, in the case of these DeFi companies that are popping up almost on a weekly basis, is that they've all got their own dreams, they've all got their own plans, but at the end of the day, if they can't work with others, well, you have to beg to differ. Is that people will always go to the platform, the DeFi service that is more accessible. They wanted to work with as many things as possible, and that's good for us overall. Now, it states some really important information on the Reef Finance website, actually, and I'll go through this. It says, gain smart DeFi exposure with interoperability across multiple blockchain ecosystems. Now, Reef Chain integrates with the DeFi from Ethereum, Polkadot, Avalanche, Cosmos, and Binance Smart Chain. So Reef Finance are currently offering an easy way for Ethereum DeFi devs to port their tokens over the Reef chain with minimal impact and lower gas fees, and that's incredible in itself. So why wouldn't they? That's a big question. This is offering an easier way for Ethereum DeFi devs to port their token to Reef chain with minimal input. This is incredible. So why wouldn't they, right? So the interesting thing is that Ethereum's blockchain is currently one of the largest growing markets for DeFi tokens. We know that, Ethereum is the second most popular cryptocurrency in the world by market cap. So we know it's pretty damn huge. It's a giant in itself. It's also a sleeping giant, because Ethereum will explode, of course. We know this, but let's continue. So if a few of our biggest projects choose to move over, this might give Reef the boost they need to grow exponentially. So that's the thing, Ethereum's blockchain, yes, it is a growing market for DeFi, one of the largest growing market for DeFi. Now, if this were to happen to Reef's token value and could equals that on Ethereum or BNB. Now let's go through a few things that it states on the Reef Finance website, which I really like, and this is why I think it's important to go through it just a little bit. Accessing DeFi liquidity across blockchain. So gain smart DeFi exposure with interoperability across multiple blockchains ecosystem. Reef Chain integrates with DeFi from Ethereum, Polkadot, Avalanche, Cosmos, Binance Smart Chain. I've discussed this before. I've said this before, but the important thing just to remember is that Ethereum, Polkadot, Cosmos, Binance Smart Chain, and even Avalanche is some of the biggest blockchain and DeFi leading platforms in the world. So this is absolutely amazing. So Reef being able to integrate with these platforms, it's more than stunning. It's incredible. It's revolutionary. This is exactly what we need. This is exactly what we want. Now they also introduce Reef Chain. So what exactly is Reef Chain? Now Reef Chain is an EVM compatible with Chain for DeFi. It is fast, scalable, and it has low transactions costs and does not wastefully mining. It is built with Polkadot substrates and Cosmos with on-chain governance. That's incredible. Built with Polkadot substrates, and it comes with on-chain governance. It's incredible. So it goes through this. It goes through solidity, liquidity bridge, Reef staking as well, and the community governance. So let's take a look at the Reef token at the moment. Right now, this token is known as Reef. Just Reef. It's not Reef Token. It's not really Reef Finance. It's just Reef, the token itself. Right now, it's sitting at 0.011 cents. It's extremely low pricing at the moment. More fascinating is that max supply is 20 billion, and circulating supply, which is what's currently available to be bought or sold, is 12.6 billion. Really interesting, and all over time. Over its existence, you've seen Reef back last year, December, when it was 0.014 cents. And at some of its all-time highs, you get Reef at 0.049 cents. So it's clearly showed progression, over the last 6 months or less or more. It's clearly showed plenty of progression, and I'm sure it will show a lot more progression as time goes on. Ecosystem map, sort of like a roadmap, and it's quite interesting because these are some of their partners, huge companies and huge cryptocurrencies platforms such as Covalent, Jarvis. I got to check Jarvis out because I haven't really dived deep into Jarvis yet, so I got to check that out. Elron, Bifrost, and these are all DeFi. Now, in terms of security, it's Shield Finance and Hallbone. Exchanges goes from Binance to PancakeSwap, Uniswap, 0x Protocol, Bitcoin.com. List goes on. Gets interesting, and not to mention NFTs and gaming. They've got those trusted platforms as well, such as Realm. So in a nutshell, this was a video on Reef. Now, you got plenty more information on Reef, especially on their blog. I do recommend checking out their blog. In fact, I recommend checking out any blog of any cryptocurrency that you deem to be interesting or you deem to be a really good cryptocurrency. Always check out their blogs. You get to keep up with their latest release news. These are specific things that they choose to release. There's also other information out there that sometimes these platforms or companies don't choose to release, and you have to dive a bit deeper. You've got to get your own perspective and your own opinion and your own side of the story of what's going on. But most importantly is that you do read their blog, because it gives you a lot of important insights. This was my video on Reef. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been really entertaining to make this video, of course. I look forward to talking about Reef a lot more, and I've wanted to make this video for a really long time. So thank you for bearing with me. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. We are on Twitter, so you can follow us on Twitter if you feel like you want to watch us talk about Cryptocurrencies all day. Cryptocurrencies all day. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and of course I will see you in the